Yes.
All right. So what?
Yeah. I was gonna spare our listeners this story, and just tell Cameron, but he without even
Well, I don't
knowing.
even know what the story is.
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe
Yeah.
that's the best.
There's some kind of new milkshake at Macca's, and it's disgusting. Don't get it. It's really gross. But I got it yesterday. I think it's some kind of cotton candy flavor. I only had a little bit of it. Just took a shit this morning. Fucking lime green.
Okay. All right, man. Well,
I assume from this milkshake's all like blue and pink and whatnot. So I'm assuming all of the food dye. Yeah. So if you do get it, don't be shocked the next day.
no, yeah, I'm not going to get that. I was actually having a conversation with somebody the other day about how cotton candy flavored ice cream is, to me, an indicator of ice cream immaturity.
Yeah.
If a little kid gets it, fine. I understand the colors can be alluring and the idea of eating something kind of blue or blue and pink or pink or whatever. But if you're over the age of, I don't know, 12, 13, you gotta move on.
Yeah.
There's other flavors, and I think that you shouldn't be.
Yeah, no, both you and I are blue raspberry gentlemen. Black raspberry gentlemen. Yep.
Blue raspberry. I would also say if your ice cream's blue and it's any flavor, don't get it.
Yeah.
I love black raspberry.
Do you have the same? So just to say, this milkshake was not advertised at that flavor. It was one of those. Oh, it's just called something different, and you're kind of supposed to figure it out.
Yeah. What is it called?
I don't even
remember. What is this milkshake called?
I don't remember.
So you had this yesterday. You're not sure what flavor it is. You said you only had a little bit of it, and it changed the entire color of your stool.
Oh yeah. I had like half of it. Yeah.
McDonald's new milkshake. The Mount McDonald Land
Yeah,
shake.
there it is. Yeah.
A berry forward flavor, a vibrant blue color, and a pink whipped topping reminiscent of clouds.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like the clouds near me. Interesting. Yeah, no, that looks like... Okay. Ordering a drink like that, I gotta ask you. Is everything all right at home?
Yeah, no. I decided to be spontaneous, you know?
Yeah, you decided to really mix it up. You knew you wanted a milkshake.
Get myself a snack wrap, you know what I mean?
Oh, hey, dude, I mean, I'm all for a snack wrap. Don't get me wrong.
It's good, yeah.
Snack wraps are good, but that milkshake...
Although I suppose we shouldn't give McDonald's really any free play here on this podcast, considering their support for the genocidal state of Israel, so...
Yeah, that's true.
We can just bleep out the name of the place every time. Bam.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a lot of effort. So what I'm going to do is we'll just say now, if you guys could go back as you're listening, and every time you hear the name of that show, just give yourself a good firm smack in the head
of that
with
restaurant.
Something hard.
Yeah, the name of that
What did
restaurant.
I say?
The name of the show. The name of this show is Left Unread.
Yeah, welcome to Left Unread, folks.
Exactly.
We haven't recorded in
Yeah,
I'm Cam. We haven't recorded in a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, just popping in to do some of that.
Yeah.
Still trying to firm down some dates for Evan's ongoing project.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I've done a bunch of episodes and I was taking a little break, but I'm going to do some more stuff coming up soon.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we're just here today to kind of, just chat about what's going on, and summer's coming to a close, and Evan's having some adventures with his poops.
Yep.
We thought maybe you guys would. To be fair, I didn't know what that story was going to be.
Yeah.
You just.
But I mean, at this point,
and you had that look on your face like this is going to make you laugh, and I was like, let's just.
I mean, at this point, we're 160 episodes into the show. Folks are going to hear about our bowel movements. It's happened many times. It will happen again. Lots of piss tales, poop tales on the story. You know. Unfortunately, we do have a certain flavor to our narratives here. So,
yeah, and I understand that not everybody's a fan. I think that those of you who tune in specifically to hear about El Cid probably are going to be a little put off by poop in the first minute of the show, and that's okay. I get it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and I would say, excuse me, I would say. For those of you who feel that way, anytime you hear the P word come up, again, just take some sort of like a heavy, like a stick or something, and every time you hear it, just give yourself a whack on the head.
A hammer, a ball-peen hammer.
Give yourself a firm blow with a hammer to the center of the skull.
Yeah, a catastrophic brain injury, and then hopefully it will just erase those memories from your mind even.
We call it like analog editing, you know what I mean? I'm not going to go through and parse through all of that. So what I'd like for you to do is to take a little initiative as the listener. And
give yourself a traumatic brain injury,
Yeah.
Which we kind of already doing, which we already kind of do in an audio format.
Sure. Sure.
Mm-hmm, yep. Mm-hmm. So hey,
all right. So don't get the obviously disgusting. Like I'm looking at it right now.
Oh yeah,
I'm seriously curious as to what about that you saw and you said, you know what? I bet that's really good.
I didn't think it was going to be really good. I just had to know. There's like a morbid curiosity. You know what I mean? I had to know, and now I do. And it's
Did you finish it? I want you to be honest with me. I know you said you didn't, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to back out.
I drank half of it, yeah.
Yeah. Did you get a large? Or did
no, Jesus, no. Small.
Okay.
Yeah, Jesus.
Because a half of a large is like a whole small.
A large milkshake. If you get a large milkshake, of any flavor from that specific joint or anyone, I think you should probably be in some sort of home care situation with a live-in aid. I don't think you can be trusted to make normal decisions.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Probably.
I don't think my stomach could handle large. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not lactose intolerant, but I'm not exactly tolerant.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think nobody. Well, maybe some people by the time they reach our age are still like invulnerable to the effects of lactose. But I don't think anybody. Like, I don't know anybody who's like getting out unscathed after like a large ice cream product or like, you know.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Who's out there drinking extra coffees in their 30s? Like
a lot. I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts. Let me tell you, a lot of people.
I bet. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it like I can't even drink just like normal milk. Like probably even skim milk would send me into like a fit.
You know what I was thinking about just this second, and we both do this, and I think a lot of people do this, but it is funny. When I said that, you said, no, yeah, no, but yeah. And I'm like, dude, the way that we speak in 2025 is so fucking insane.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, we've all got serious brain damage post-2020 throughout the entire country. With no better example of that than the fine folks over at Cracker Barrel. Attempting to go woke. Did I send you that video yesterday of the guy who was like
I don't know,
following the CEO and like trying to get a gotcha moment of her? Like he was following her on camera, screaming about, like yelling at her about like why was she trying to change the logo? It's like, Jesus Christ.
Well, so here's the thing about that. I don't understand even what was so like woke or whatever about the logo change.
Woke just means you don't like it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But so I think at this point, like people have lost the plot completely on what that even means.
Yeah.
What it is indicative of, and I think this is a really dumb trend in the corporate world across the board, whether it be restaurants or big bookshops or whatever it is. The way that these companies go about like increasing shareholder value is to like homogenize the product, no matter what the product
Millennial
is.
Minimalism, yeah.
Right, and they go for this, like, bland... And so here's the thing about the Cracker Barrel logo, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't care less about, like, any kind of societal connection to that restaurant. I've eaten there twice, found it to be kind of nasty both times. I know people are into it, whatever.
I like the sarsaparilla in the store. That's why I always go there, yeah.
So they've got this logo, and it's kind of iconic, I guess, if Cracker Barrel's, like, in your wheelhouse. And it had, like, this little old man who doesn't appear to be, like... Is that his name?
I think so, right?
Doesn't appear to be of any particular... I mean, he looks like a white fella to me.
Yeah.
And he's sitting on a chair, and he's resting on a barrel. Now, maybe he's the cracker.
I
think
the
cracker's barrel.
I think that's the implied nature of the logo. Is that
could be.
Cracker in his barrel.
Could be. I assumed that it was a barrel full of crackers.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, could be too. It could be both.
The only other defining characteristic being that the border around the Cracker Barrel logo, big C, big B, the border is kind of an irregular little shape, which is kind of fun and eye-catching. And the K in Cracker has a little tail that kind of becomes the border. So, fine, this is Old Country Store. And then what they went and did is they changed the logo to sort of... they took out the cracker. They took out the cracker's barrel. Herschel, I guess.
Yeah.
And they removed the extension from the K, and then they just made like a really bland sort of uneven hexagonal border.
I think it's supposed to be a barrel-shaped border.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does look like a barrel, but here's the thing. I never would have thought of that until you said that. And it's not that it's particularly bad, but it is bland and nothing, and it's just like this sort
go
of
woke, go broke.
Weird, like, goldenrod and black, and that's it. And that's like what every brand is doing, and every, look at, do you remember what a Taco Bell used to look like back in the day? It used to look like a fucking mission church with like a big
awesome.
bell and they were sick, and like KFC looked like a little fucking shack that you would go to, and like all these different McDonald's used to have like these insane like play places. Now I get the safety hazard and all that shit, but like the look was distinct. It was bizarre. It was unique.
Yeah.
And now everything looks the same. Everything's this like weird whitewashed, highly streamlined and oversimplified thing, and there's nothing defining about any chain place. And whatever. I mean, look, chains
it's
suck.
because they are dabbing on us, folks.
Right.
They
know that you're going to go there
us.
and you're going to buy the slop. I mean, case in point. Evan, in one breath, is describing how he doesn't think we should even say the name of this chain on our show because they support the genocidal nation state of Israel. And at the same time, it's like, but I did go and buy their nasty gloop sloop, sloopy gloop gloop gloop, turn my poop a different color, dude. It was gross, and I knew it was going to be gross, and I bought that shit anyway. Yep. So, like, they know you're going to do it.
Yeah.
They know even the wokest among us are going to go buy the
They know the
fucking...
hogs will come... crawling back, dude.
All of us fucking oinkers were so starved
the oinking
for fucking
hogs, yeah.
serotonin and dopamine that, like, it's like, fuck it, I'll get the one that makes you sick right away. Like, and it works. So they don't even, and then they don't even have the dignity, they don't even have the decency, rather, to give us the dignity of eating our fucking diarrhea paste in a kind of a quirky space where we're like, well, I guess maybe I come here for the atmosphere. It's like, no, they know you don't. You know you don't. Yeah. Fuck you.
The hogs will come crawling, dude.
If you're going to Taco Bell, it's because you want to get the shits in like a box. You just want to sit in a fucking prefab box and have the same experience that everybody at every Taco Bell is having. And you're just like, I guess I'll just poop and it'll hurt later. Like, that shit sucks, dude. It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, yes. Yes,
and people are screaming and chomping at the bit
over
the fucking logo change. It's like, why are you even eating a Cracker Barrel?
I am so concerned for the mental health of the people in this country that, the people were fucking, they were photoshopping, the old Cracker Barrel logo as Sydney Sweeney, and I saw somebody do that, and then the new one as Rachel Zegler. And it's just like this is some
dude.
Sick
People are spending
shit,
too much. People are spending too much time online, and they're
just getting traumatic brain injuries.
And they're giving themselves such high degrees of stress over the least consequential thing in the planet.
Yeah.
Like, look, I mean, if every Cracker Barrel on Earth suddenly and instantaneously vanished, like it was swallowed into subspace and just became, it would affect nobody. I mean, let's assume that all the employees were safely removed from the premises and hadn't just been sucked into some hell
This
dimension.
isn't some the leftovers situation.
They were enslaved and conscripted into the fucking meat wars against the intergalactic burger gods, dude. I mean, that would suck. I get it. Like, if they have to use their biscuit and gravy knowledge to help fund the fucking intergalactic fucking genocide of, like, arch meat lord fucking Beefus. That shit would be sucky. So I'm hoping that they're all out.
Lord Beefus.
So, yeah, dude. And in the meat realm, they have a cartoon.
Yeah.
Beefus and Bunhead. And it's all about fucking burgers, dude. So anyway, all that aside, if you heard that joke, just hit yourself with the hammer. Boy, it just sucks. It sucks, and we're living in a fucking cultureless void.
Yeah.
And people are getting all worked up over the Cracker Barrel logo.
Dude,
and I'm looking at the fucking... I'm looking at the CEO of Cracker Barrel, and she looks like the least happy person I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
and now people are, like, probably threatening to kill her over this shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's somebody out there who was just, like, looking at his guns for, an afternoon.
There was definitely a dude in the bushes with this fucking, like, 12 gauge, one night, just, like, waiting for her to, like, walk her woke ass out that front door and just blow her away.
It's 5 a.m. His balding, pimple-ridden face is illuminated only by the light of his cell phone.
Yeah.
And he's just mumbling to himself, one shot, one kill. One shot, one kill. And he's just flipping through Cracker Barrel memes.
Just like a seeping boil on his face, just crying.
It's horrible. And he's a real guy, and he's out there. And I'll be honest, there's a better than zero chance he's listening to this stupid fucking show. I don't think our show is stupid.
Yeah.
I like our show. So yeah, I don't know. It's things have taken a turn for the worse, and I think that you're probably onto something with like the
dude, I'm
prolonged brain day. I mean, I've felt dumber since COVID.
Yeah, me too.
I got COVID 3 times, and I think my brain works worse.
Yeah, no, I absolutely think mine. Now maybe it's just because I'm getting older and whatnot.
Yeah, we're cognitive decline. You know?
Both you and I also were living rough for a few years there at the certain parts of our life.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But
yeah,
no,
dude,
100%. Like, I just noticed that like I type worse. Like, especially when I'm writing episodes for the show, I'm like I've like lost the ability to type without just like making like conjugation mistakes in my
dude. I type
verbs.
worse. I have a hard time. I mean, look, it's happening right now. Sometimes I have a hard time finding words.
Yeah.
My anxiety is back in a way that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
Like, I quit drinking years ago now, and it was great. But then concurrent with that, like, we all just got this disease, dude.
Yeah. I bet you there's a guy out there who has a storage shed, like Rust Cole at the end of True Detective Season 1.
Yeah.
And it's all just, like, logos of, like, restaurants. And
with red yarn connecting them all
exactly,
on a board.
Yeah.
And he's trying to trace it back, like, who was the first? Who was the first? Like, you remember when Starbucks took the titties out of their logo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, you had to think about it. You don't even remember the time when there were titties.
Dude, can you imagine the fucking, like, the rioting in the streets that would happen if titties got taken out of a logo now?
So, first of all, the original logo, there were straight-up nipples in it. Like, there were full mermaid boobies.
Yeah.
And then they dumbed it down and made it like it's her, but then now it's kind of stylized and her hair is cascading over her boobies.
Yeah.
Now...
Androgynous?
Now it's like just completely boring and stupid.
Yeah.
And they've zoomed it out so you can't even see that those are her tails she's holding. But yeah, the original Starbucks logo is great. She's got two very oddly spaced breasts.
Yeah, look at that.
Are you looking at it?
Yeah. Yeah, the original one.
Yeah, and then
what
Woke.
The fuck? Yeah, the one from 1971. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Woke ruined it, dude.
Yeah. Interesting.
Woke fucking ruined it.
Yeah. Yeah, go woke, go broke, guys.
Yep. And it's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's fine.
If you guys are, especially if you're driving your vehicle right now, just take your eyes off the road, open up your phone, just search Starbucks logo history. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want something to just fucking hold your breath and shake to.
Yeah, especially if you're driving through like a school zone, just
Yeah.
yeah.
Serving ice cream out the truck. Pull up in an old school dunk, I'm Big Worm, nigga. I ain't finna argue with no chump. We ain't going back and forth. You ain't got my shit by 10 o'clock, you getting burned, nigga. She'll catch her like a hairnet. Treat the chopper like a hot cone, put a perm in it. Ain't even about the money, nigga. Ain't about the money, nigga. It's the principality with me, you gon' learn. Got my hair curled, I don't give a fuck. New hunters on me, hopping out an old ass dump. We be pressing shit, really pulling up at 10 o'clock. Nigga ran off with a zip, I'm trying to see what that's about. Yeah. Falling ace of spade, get some ones, pass them out. Know what time I'm on, caught the whole game, we stepping out. Niggas say the dope good, I brought to check it out. Nigga shoot her like he's ill, he'll hit you through the window. Win or lose some, fight another day. I went heavy on the watch, so I went lighter on the chain. Bad bitch on Instagram, she been writing me for days. Say she take it on the face, sell care, I'm on the way. Yeah, I get a lot of texts, you niggas not a threat. My little nigga chase you down till you run out of breath. Bust Prezi on, I'm into politics. You ain't trying hard enough, boy, apply yourself. Nigga serving ice cream out the truck. Pull up in an old school dunk, I'm Big Worm, nigga. I ain't finna argue with no chump. We ain't going back and forth. You ain't got my shit by 10 o'clock, you getting burned, nigga. She'll catch her like a hairnet. Treat the chopper like a hot cone, put a perm in it. Ain't even about the money, nigga. Ain't about the money. It's the principle.
And also, I think you guys should all go out and get that milkshake.
Yeah, that makes your shit lime green.
This episode brought to you by the McDonald's Land pink milkshake with the what is it they said, the pink whipped topping reminiscent of clouds?
Yeah,
actual whipped cream is more reminiscent of clouds.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking outside right now. I'm not noticing like
it's pretty cloudy out there, and none of it's pink.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get like, the red sky at night, so there's delight, that little scenario. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about all of it.
Yeah,
I think we're going to be okay in the long run.
I don't know about that.
Personally, are going to be okay, but I think in the long run things will work themselves out. Even if it means like a catastrophic extinction level event.
Yeah.
99% of the population laid utterly to waste. Uh-huh. What I think will happen is the rest of us will.
You'd survive that 99% snap?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
The likelihood of that is extremely narrow. I don't. Sometimes my knees hurt just standing up. So I think the likelihood is that I will die.
Yeah.
But I mean, we as a species, the collective we, the special we, will take to the subterranean warmth closer to the crust, while the machines take over the earth and the AIs. And eventually, I mean, because on a last-ditch effort to survive, I'm assuming we'll have to do something to dampen the sun. Because at that point, they'll be solar-powered. So up on the surface will be sort of like a... I feel like I should start writing this down. This is a pretty good idea. Up on the surface will be like a blackened, smoggy hellscape. And because the machines at this point are probably thermal-powered, which just seems like the most likely source of electricity... maybe they'll utilize humanity as some sort of like a battery device.
Isn't this already a movie? I think it's called Dark City.
You're thinking of Escape from New York. So people will be in pods, and the robots will be kind of harvesting our energy. But there will be like this last city underground, which I don't know. I feel like we should name it something biblical, like Babylon.
Yeah.
Maybe something that just sort of evokes like a weird, like a reggae type of vibe. I don't know. There'll probably be dance parties at some point once they get to the point where they can even do that. But up on the surface, so there's that, and then down below there's and I don't know. There could be room for some sort of like digital messianic thing.
Yeah.
Thankfully, people won't forget how to do like jiu-jitsu and stuff. That'll be.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, no, that's we know that.
And then I think what's going to happen, the biggest issue I think that the robots are going to find is that it's hard to keep human brains suspended in like a healthy state of like dream, REM sleep or whatever. So they'll have to kind of pipe some sort of a reality into our brains.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think this is called Dark City, right? Isn't this just
I don't know what
Dark
they would
City?
call that. No.
The name of this movie?
No. You're thinking of a different movie.
Oh.
You're thinking of Equilibrium. You're thinking of that Christian Bale movie, and that's like an emotion control thing.
I don't think
No. Yeah, that's to me, that sounds like you're thinking of Equilibrium.
Okay.
Or maybe Reign of Fire.
Okay, yeah,
the different Christian Bale movie.
Yeah, with the dragons.
Matthew McConaughey, dragons. Yeah. But no, I think this is an original IP.
Okay.
So, anyway, yeah. But that's my idea. That's where I think the future's headed. And I think I don't know what they'll call the fucking virtual reality, like the grid.
Yeah.
I don't know, some word for like kind of like an intersection of lines, but also like thoughts and ideas and emotions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At some point, though, I feel like the human mind, since we created machines, will be able to triumph over that and sort of break the bounds of the rules within that.
The Goonplex.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's copyrighted. Nobody can use that idea.
Yeah.
That I just had. Live on air.
Yeah.
This show is live now, folks.
Yeah, that's
coming
right,
at you live. Whatever day it is, that's the day
let's get our first caller in for today.
Yeah. All right. Here.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello, and you are on Left Unread Live episode version 1. Yep, episode 1. What is your question, sir?
Why do you think they've changed my Cracker Barrel logo? Bang, 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 bang. Reload. Bang, 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 bang. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, all right. So we got Cracker Barrel. Yeah. What else has happened lately, Cameron?
Oh my goodness. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about, and this isn't a current events thing, but this is something that I've very recently, like i.e. in the last month or so, kind of become aware of, and I'm not sure that this is something that gets talked about, but it's probably a product that a lot of you have seen, and I've recently become a big fan of, and there's just like this kind of odd little backstory to it that I figured I would kind of touch on a little bit, because I don't think Evan knows about it, and this is also going to turn into product placement because
I feel like I've seen this. I feel like I've seen this.
Yeah, most people have. So the product I'm talking about is the Dr. Bronner's line of I think they're officially called Dr. Bronner's Magic Soaps. Now there's maybe a little crossover with Dr. Fantastic, but they're probably the product that you've seen the most, because it just comes in this sort of big cylindrical bottle. Is their famous Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 Castile soap. Now it's an all natural, all organic.
Castile?
That probably is where it originally comes from, but it's not from there. Yeah. It's from California originally. I think Vista, California is the headquarters. Yeah. Founded in the late 1940s by a man named Emanuel Bronner, and we'll talk about him a little bit in a second because he's really interesting. Kind of a nut. But the thing that immediately grabbed me, so I got turned on to this. My girlfriend is a huge fan of this, and Dr. Bronner's soap, specifically that Castile soap, is advertised as being 18-in-1, right? You can use it for all these different things, from insecticides to cleaning your vegetables to body wash to facial scrub to toilet bowl cleaner. You can do your dishes with it. It's pretty great.
Can you clean your
under your foreskin?
Yeah, your prepuce with it.
I wouldn't know, dude.
Okay. Yeah,
that's not even a thing that I've ever even had.
Here, dude. Circed up boys over here.
Never even had to give it a second thought,
Damn.
Dude. Yeah, dude. My shit's looking like a little pink mushroom, but
hell yeah, Doug.
But yeah, so what originally grabbed me about it is just it suds up real nice. It suds up real good in the shower, and I like a nice, firm, sudsy scrub. When I'm scrubbing up, I want to be covered head to toe like a little kid in a fucking shampoo commercial.
Scrub a dog up.
But also, the smells of these soaps are incredibly pungent and really pleasant. So first got into it because of I think it's just because there's a ton of essential oils in them. But so it's like really clean, really crisp smells.
Yep.
And so was using the citrus scent at my girlfriend's house. Loved that. And then I found out that they make a tea tree one, and I love the smell of tea tree. I like to smell like tea tree or sandalwood or any shit like that, like a kind of strong herbal smell. And so I've been using it, and I love it. And so I can't recommend the product highly enough. I've tried using it I've done dishes with it a little bit, but mainly I'm using it in the shower. I just like it, and it turns into like an aromatherapy.
Well, they're not paying us, so they're not paying us.
They're not paying us, so I'm not going to go any further into that. But I will say,
don't buy it,
before I dive
take
into
the devil's advocate. Don't fucking buy it. Fuck this.
Before I dive into ripping on them, I do want to say I genuinely love their product. I think it's great. They're not giving us any money. But I decided, the thing that you'll notice when you buy a bottle of Dr. Bronner's, and I don't know if you're looking at a picture of it right now, a lot of text on the bottle. A lot of text on the front of the bottle.
Actually, I want to check something. Hold on, real quick. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Okay. So Evan's checking something. He might have Dr. Bronner's. He might be going to find some Dr. Bronner's. But the thing about Dr. Bronner's is that there is a lot of text on it. You've probably seen this at the store. And I never really thought to look into what the text says. I just sort of assumed it was probably like product disclaimers and things like that. What were you checking to see if you had it?
Yeah, so I use Meyer's hand soap, which has kind of a similar looking bottle. Like
lots of people get that confused because I've been talking to people, IRL about this, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I think I use that." No, it's Mrs. Meyer's, which I also like a Mrs. Meyer's hand soap or whatever.
Good smell. Good smell.
I think that's what I have in my bathroom. But Dr. Bronner's is a different vibe. Now, are you looking? Do you have a picture of the bottle in front of you?
I looked.
Okay. Huge wall of text. It covers every single free, like there's a little thing on the back with the ingredients, which is cool. You don't see that a lot on soaps and stuff. But every square inch of the label, which is from essentially the top of the bottle to the bottom bottle, is covered in this tiny little text. And I decided to read the text.
Okay.
And I was not disappointed.
Okay. Yeah.
So some of it is stuff that you would be like family soap makers since 1858. Apparently, Emanuel Bronner came from a long line of soap makers. They were making Castile soap, which I just looked up. It is originally from Castile, Spain. Really into fair trade, made with organic oils, whatever. There's some directions about how you should dilute it for different uses. Normal. Don't drink it, etc., etc. But then the other 95% of the text comes in, and I was hooked. So they start to talk about, like, I'm just going to start reading it. Mm-hmm. And this is, like, right after it says, like, whatever, fair trade, organic, certified, whatever. The second coming of God's law. Muhammad's Arabs, 1948, found Israel Essene scrolls and Einstein's Hillel probe that as no 6-year-old can grow up free without the ABC, so certain can no 12-year-old survive free without the moral ABC, that mason, tent, and sandal maker Rabbi Hillel taught carpenter Jesus to unite all mankind free in our eternal Father's great all-one God faith. For we're all one or none. Listen, children, eternal Father, eternally one. Absolute cleanliness is godliness. Teach the moral ABC that unites all mankind free. Instantly 6 billion strong, and we're all one. Listen, children, eternal Father, eternally one. From Jesus' manual of discipline, based on Hillel's moral ABC, the army of principles of one God faith unites the human race, as found 1948 by Muhammad's Arabs in Israel Essene Scrolls, English by soapmaker Bronner. And that's just the start. There is a ton more of it. So it turns out that Emanuel Bronner, he was a man of Jewish extraction, who originally was German, and his family were soap makers. And during the Holocaust, his family were mostly kind of, wiped out, exterminated. Mm. And he managed to escape, fled to the United States with some other family members, and promptly started preaching this new religion that he called the Moral ABC, which is a sort of like similar to something kind of like the Baha'i faith, which is like a universalist faith, or Unitarian Universalism. This idea that like all religions are correct in some capacity and whatever. So it's sort of like an earthy, crunchy, new age precursor religious movement. But very quickly, his sister is like, "Yeah, no, you're fucking insane," and has him committed to an insane asylum.
That's where he
Which
belongs.
he promptly escaped and then fled to California and started, doing the family business again, making Castile soap, and then turned that soap, which became pretty popular and is still a popular brand, into sort of a mouthpiece for his like insane religious beliefs. And so now every bottle of Dr. Bronner soap, and you can find it at like normal supermarkets, is covered head to toe in these strange like religious professions. And it's not even like it's his own words. His sons have since taken over the company, and they haven't edited it at all. It's like the way that he wrote it. So it's like stream of consciousness insanity. Mm-hmm. There's no punctuation in parts. Things are repeated. There's no like so the bottle itself is like his scripture. And I don't know, man. I don't know if they've... I did a quick cursory search. It doesn't seem like they've been up to any funny business. It doesn't seem like they're doing anything bad or harmful. So I'm like, all right. I mean, it's a little weird, but I'm going to keep buying this strange religious soap. But
they got tunnels of children under their factories.
There could be. But like, I just want to read...
They're deep underground soap bases, I guess. They're dust...
I just want to read some more of the stuff on it because it's honestly like it's crazy. So it keeps going. Under one eternal Father, I must teach friend and enemy the full truth, moral ABC to unite all mankind free in one God faith. 2. To get it all done, a beast can only listen to its friend. A human being must teach love his enemy, or that being is not yet human. 3. A shark can only love its friend. Lacking frontal lobes, it must avoid fear, smear, hate, slander, dominate, dictate, distort, destroy, anything it does not know, understand, or disagrees with. That's a shark. But a human being possesses the kingdom of God's law, the Essene moral ABC of the free. Within his frontal lobes, works hard to teach friend and enemy the moral ABC, otherwise that being is not yet human. So it's starting to get like Dune adjacent, you know? Mm-hmm. The idea of like unlocking your full mental, spiritual potential to earn your right to being a human. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to read all of it, but I think Dr. Bronner's is interesting. I looked into it because I was like, is there enough here for me to do like an episode on this? I'm not 100% sure. So we may come back to it, but that's my recent infatuation. I'm obsessed with Dr. Bronner's soap, not just because it's good soap, but also because every bottle you buy, you have access to the arcane and esoteric spiritual knowledge
teachings of
Emmanuel Bronner, who, as far as I can tell, was not actually a doctor of anything, but was one of these kind of pseudo-spiritual, intellectual guys who decided to start calling himself a doctor. And there you go. But the soap smells good, so there's that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some other stuff. I don't want to talk anymore about the soap.
Yeah, we gotta talk about. We gotta talk about old Reuters, the America's mayor.
Reuters. Yeah, Rudy Giuliani.
No, not Reuters. Like the lying fake news media Reuters.
Well, that's Reuters.
Right. That's what I thought I was trying to say. Okay, whatever. I don't know what your Reuters you're talking about, but we're talking about Rudy Giuliani, folks. He was in our backyard this weekend. And something happened. It's kind of unclear what happened. Rudy Giuliani was in New Hampshire, the great state of New Hampshire, the bastard child of New England. Actually, no, that's kind of Connecticut. New Hampshire is just the weird older brother who like
New Hampshire's definitely New England.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody doubts New Hampshire's New England bona fides, but I do think that they're strange.
Yes.
But New Hampshire's deeply, deeply New England.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I feel like New Hampshire and Maine are like that's pretty New England.
Yeah, I would say also Vermont too.
Yeah, I mean Massachusetts, Vermont, all the northern states. Rhode Island is definitely, but Connecticut is where you.
Rhode Island is like the Florida of New England, and then
Connecticut. Vermont also can sometimes feel a little different.
Yeah. Okay, but maybe Vermont's more the California of New England.
Yeah, the Northern Kingdom.
Rhode Island is the Florida of New England, and Connecticut is. It's like. You know the place in Idaho where all the white supremacists live? That's kind of like Connecticut of New England.
I actually don't feel like Connecticut is like that at all. I feel like Connecticut is just like should be in the tri-state area. Like a lot of Connecticut is like New York.
So you think
light.
It's the New York of New England?
Well, especially the southern
thing
half
is,
of Connecticut.
New York is too much like New England, though. That's the thing. So
I don't know.
Okay, doesn't matter.
We're losing
so anyway,
the plot.
Rudy Giuliani.
He was in New Hampshire.
Yeah, he was in New Hampshire. And something happened. I just have to read. So I don't know if you guys saw this. A very strange press release came out. Let's see. I'll have to go back to where I sent it to you. I reckon. Hold on. Damn, I send you a lot of stuff.
You do send me a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, here we go. All right. So, official statement for immediate release. This is signed Michael Ragusa, who is head of Mayor Giuliani's security. So this is the man. The security is releasing the statement. Already a little weird. So this just gets sent out. What was this, like Saturday night, right? Or is it Sunday?
I think this was Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday night. Official statement for immediate release. On the evening of August 30th, 2025, in New Hampshire, Mayor Giuliani was involved in a motor vehicle accident. Prior to the incident, he was flagged down by a woman who was the victim of a domestic violence incident. Mayor Giuliani immediately rendered assistance and contacted 911. He remained on scene until responding officers arrived to ensure her safety. My voice now. Discrete event. Now we're getting into a totally different event. These are unconnected, other than the fact, at least according to this, that they both occurred on a highway in New Hampshire. Back to the letter.
Back to the letter. The letter of the law.
Yeah. Following this, while traveling on the highway, Mayor Giuliani's vehicle was struck from behind at high speed. He was transported to a nearby trauma center, where he was diagnosed with a fractured thoracic vertebrae, multiple lacerations and contusions, as well as injuries to his left arm and lower leg. His business partner and medical provider were promptly contacted and arrived at the hospital to oversee his care. At this time, no further updates are available. This is the only statement authorized by Mayor Giuliani.
Isn't it kind of sad that, like, he got, like, seriously injured and, like,
I think it's awesome that he broke. I think it's awesome that he broke his back.
Sure. Yeah. No. I mean, I'm not, but I'm just saying, like, think about this. This is a guy who, like, seriously injured in the hospital, and, like, the people that they call are, like, his business partner and his doctor.
I'm guessing, yeah. I mean, so here's the thing.
Does he have family?
Yeah, he's got, like, doofus sons and shit.
God, I love a doofus son.
Yeah. So, the thing is...
Andrew Giuliani.
Yeah. All right, so the New Hampshire police released statement as well. It kind of doesn't quite jive completely with what Giuliani says. Basically what they say, and I think they posted this on Facebook, but there's more detail in, like, their official website, the New Hampshire State Police. So this clearly happened on a highway. So the New Hampshire State Police had released New Hampshire State Police investigating crash involving former New York City mayor. The New Hampshire State Police is investigating a crash that left 3 people injured, including a passenger identified as former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Just before 10 p.m. on Saturday, August 30th, 2025, troopers assigned to the Troop B barracks were investigating a reported domestic violence incident on Interstate 93 southbound in Manchester when a 2-vehicle crash occurred across from them on the northbound side of the interstate.
Yeah.
As a result of the collision, both vehicles went into the median and were heavily damaged. Troopers and fire personnel who were at the scene of the first incident witnessed the collision and quickly crossed the interstate to render aid. So hold on. Southbound lane.
Yep.
Highway.
Yep.
Lady is in some kind of distress. State police show up. Rudy Giuliani claims that he was the one who called them, left once they got there. Except he gets to crash on the northbound lane. Which means that he
got off it. He was going south and then
did he
got
take
out
like the access? So I just want to be clear. Neither of us are alleging anything here. We're just asking questions.
Yeah, it just
folks.
doesn't make a lot of sense.
So he's in the northbound lane, claiming that he was just in the southbound lane, rendering aid to this woman.
Yeah.
Does he bang like? He says that he left right when they got there. So does he bang like a Yui on the access road that's only for state police, and then start coming back up and then like pulled out in front of somebody and just gets fucking nailed? Did he pull off the highway and turn around? Why is he suddenly reversing direction after this? Now,
or maybe he was heading north and just saw a woman in distress, and as such a good guy, he said to his driver, because I can only assume that he was being driven.
I mean, Rudy Giuliani famously, at any point of the day, you can squeeze him and get out a pint of whiskey from his pores.
Sure.
Let's just say. So, hopefully he wasn't fucking driving.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not alleging, I'm just saying from what other people have said.
That's
he enjoys a libation.
That's just hearsay, you know,
Yeah.
and we'll be the first to admit it.
Yeah.
We heard it, now we're saying it.
And now we're saying what others have, we're hearing what others have said, and we're saying. But
and also, we'll say it.
Yeah, we'll say.
And is it true? You be the judge.
Yeah, we're just asking questions.
We're just asking questions, folks, and we live in a time and in a place where if you have a feeling about something, it's actually wrong not to say it.
The most noble profession is the one who asks questions.
Yeah. And so we're just posing a question. This is a thought experiment.
Yeah, did he bang a Yui because he sees this woman, renders aid, immediately bangs a Yui back?
What if she was really good looking and he had a reaction
Now I think we might be getting maybe a little bit close. I'm not alleging. I'm just saying, perhaps
we've entered into the realm of speculative fantasy, folks.
Perhaps there was a person who was not rendering aid, but actually involved in the distress.
Right. And we're just talking now about hypotheticals. We're creating a scenario,
Perhaps there was
based on a fictional character who coincidentally happens to be named Rudy Giuliani.
Other people have said that it seems likely that perhaps this was a lady of the night.
Hey, bitch, my dog come first. And not worse, you could get it in the church. Had to shoot a nigga to continue spin verse. They like, Coney, don't shoot, I got 30 round bursts. I bob and weaving. Whip got a tuck just to throw my yeek in. I'm with geeking, that give me a reason. If a nigga acting cutthroat, it's gon' start bleeding. Red mob, we the fucking mob. My fucking God, another nigga step on these kicks, he get fucking robbed. Pimp hoes, what a job. I should have a blog. Niggas thinking all I do is rap till I show the ride. Ice walk all on my neck. Ain't gotta protect unless I steal one from Neff. I shoot at the ref, cause any nigga knows best. When we stumble in this bitch, you better all break your necks on the set, nigga. Oh, you better come correct, nigga. Cause I ain't in the writing checks, these is fees I collect, nigga. Got her running out of breath, nigga. New Coney cost 10, nothing more, nothing less. I get cream, I get cheese. What I don't need is a broke bitch dream. I get cream, I get cheese. What I don't need is a broke bitch dream. We got all slugs when we walk up in the club. Suckers hang, but they still showing love, okay? I ride around with dark tint on blood. Where you throw that ass on me, I have stun to throw you dub, okay? I get dope 27 ways. You could put it on God, still have you on the blade. No, I'm not a pimp, I just run plays. Why the fuck would we fight? Blood the county is the only place I run face. Gun blaze, hit him out of bounds if he run fade. Coney always geeking when the G stand for one gang upgrade. Had a hooker jumping hurdles, if her baby daddy tweaking, I'ma throw him Ninja Turtles. My feng shui.
Some sort of a professional companion.
Yeah, well, exactly.
The sort of person who
modern
might
day
render services.
Geisha,
they might rent a courtesan.
Yeah, exactly.
She might render
that
services.
Perhaps there was some form of altercation. Maybe a person had drank too much. 911 is called. They take off. They peel out. They're like, I gotta get out of here. So
let's go the other direction.
Pull out in front of somebody, get fucking rear-ended, break their back. Who knows?
Yeah.
These are all just hypothetical.
Listen here, sweetie. I'm not going down with this ship. I'll call the cops, but as soon as they get here, I'm out of here.
Just fucking black dye pouring down his face as he's like sweating out vodka martinis.
Go, damn it, go! I'm not getting arrested because of this bitch. That's not an impression of former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani. That's a character that I do.
Yeah.
Named former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani that I came up with totally
Judy Giuliani, yeah. Judy Giuliani.
No resemblance to any persons alive or dead is intended. Yeah. Right? Like I said, this is just speculative fiction. You can call it fan fiction if you want.
Yeah, exactly. Now, today... Well, I guess last night... So Rudy Giuliani has a podcast, which I didn't realize. So we're almost co-workers in a way.
Yeah, in a way. In a way, it's like you mean to say that I do the same thing as former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani?
I could run for president. So he gets on his podcast here. I don't want playing. So and says on his podcast, if the police try to charge the 19-year-old woman, this being the one that hit his car, with something who was involved in the car crash with him, he will refuse to testify against her. He's taking this big stand. Absolutely in no way do I condone her being charged with any crimes. Which, again, we have really entered the lady doth protest too much territory.
Yeah, because it's just like, okay, hey, listen, I just want to make it clear that there should be no further police scrutiny of this scenario. Everything's okay. Everyone's okay. I'm okay. I'm not even mad. I can buy a new car.
Wearing this fucked up back brace.
Listen, guys, a car is just a thing. I don't care more about a thing than about a young girl's life, her future.
Yep.
Why would I want to press charges against this poor girl?
Just let it go.
I think you guys should just drop it.
Just let it go.
I don't think we need to look into this any further.
But yeah, so it's just like, it's just like, why are you saying anything, man? You got into a car accident, okay? Nobody gives a fuck about you.
Hey, I've been in a car accident before.
You were the guy who
do you remember
the Four Seasons?
Yeah, there's a place in Cambridge that I was passing the day.
Four
for,
Seasons Landscaping. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Rudy Giuliani had like the most goated 3-month period in history there in 2020. He had the Four Seasons. Yeah. He had the Four Seasons landscaping press conference. He had the hair dye leaking incident, and then he was drunk in court, just ripping boofers audibly that you could hear.
Yeah, no, and then he kept the train running all the way through last year, and he had a starring role in the Robert Eggers flick Nosferatu.
Yeah, okay.
And
as the bug eating guy.
He looked. There's a couple lookalikes in there. Yeah. I mean, I think Count Orlok had some similarities.
No,
I don't think it would be right to press charges against such an innocent young thing, mistress.
But
your protestations are bordering on insolence.
He sees like somebody cracks open like a bottle of Smirnoff near him, and he's just like Orlok with the blood, like
with his rotting dick and balls out.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. I think honestly, it is funny that he had this whole thing, and he's just like. So just so you guys know, before you even start, you might hear about a car accident, but before you even hear about a car accident, did I mention that I was helping a woman?
I was being a really good guy.
And so if that woman even comes up, I was there just rendering aid.
No. Yeah.
I've never met her before, and I'll likely never meet her again.
But I did peace out the second the cops got there. I did take off immediately. But that's because I figured she probably wants to handle this on her own right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't know me.
Yeah. The aid was already rendered.
I rendered.
You can't render.
Can you
please
put it in the?
Twice.
Can you please put in the newspaper that I rendered aid? I want everybody to know that I rendered aid.
Yeah, aid was rendered. I did my part.
After the aid, car accident. After the aid, car accident. Car accident.
Two separate things.
Before that was aid. They're not related.
There's no connection.
Yeah. So first there was aid. Pause. Take a breather. Car accident.
Man, do I have a crazy 2 stories about my afternoon today?
Yeah, 2. They're totally different.
It's 2 stories.
Yeah, let's just be clear that they're not connected in any way. These are discrete events. 2 chapters of my life happened on the same night, same highway. Yeah. But there it is.
I mean, look, if I could be a fly on that highway's wall,
I would have had to fly really far because they happened totally far away.
I mean, they were in separate. I mean, one was in the southbound lane, one was in the northbound lane. It's like, you know what they say, changing lanes. Sort of like a new chapter in your life.
Yeah, changing lanes, changing chapters, changing new
But
pages.
I don't even think of it as chapters. I think of it more like 2 short
stanzas.
stories in a collection.
Well, not stanzas, because that would be the same poem. Different stanzas, different poems.
Yeah.
Same story.
Or, I mean, at most, like
same
maybe
story,
2
same book,
different
poems.
different books in the same series.
Yep.
You know, The Adventures of Rudy Giuliani.
And
sort of like
Rudy
an Encyclopedia
Giuliani goes
Brown.
home. Yeah, it's the second one. Rudy Giuliani goes home.
Part 2.
The happening.
The happening. Rendering of aid. Yeah. So anyway, so it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that, because I think it was all probably fine, and he seems like he didn't do anything wrong. Also, the gear they've got him in, the full upper body.
Dude, it's all like it's like not even like tightened. It's all like falling off his shoulder. It's like I don't think that's supporting his spine.
Well, they don't make medical equipment for his like unique body type.
Yeah, for like the hard imp body type.
A shriveled golem of a man.
All right. Well, I think we've now got about a full episode. Do you want to quickly talk about what's going on with Trump? I mean, they fucking bombed a dinghy in the Caribbean.
Yeah, we can talk about that, and then I do also just want to talk about the baller ass fucking parade that China just had.
Oh
and
yeah.
Again, we don't need to talk too long about it.
Yeah.
But,
Trump dying, not dying. I don't know. Who cares? JD Vance.
Yeah, I don't think he's not dead. I don't think he's.
Yeah,
dead.
he's gonna live to 100. He's gonna live longer than either you or I. Like,
yeah.
The sooner that you come to terms with that, the happier you'll be in your life.
People waiting for him to die. I mean, look, dude, Joe Biden is in objectively worse shape than he is, and that guy's. I do
think it's hysterical that Trump is absolutely branding right now, though. Like, like he's just got fucked up shit on his body. Like,
and he ran as like the alternative to the fucking decrepit guy, and it's like, no, man,
dude, this is like the Iron Throne when you sit on it and it like nicks you because you're not worthy. This is like, the Oval Office. It ages you to show that you're not worthy.
It's a stressful ass job, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, think about the crippling degree of stress you can have in just your normal ass life where you're not responsible for basically anything but making sure that you get to go to bed every night in a warm place.
Yeah.
Think about how stressful that can be.
And then you're Donald Trump and you have to spend like $100 million bombing a dinghy in the Caribbean and then say, actually, we just got some fucking bad motherfuckers from Venezuela trying to bring drugs in here. And you're just like, that was a tiny little fishing dinghy traveling about 10 miles an hour.
Yep.
Well,
at least those guys won't be fucking accidentally dipping into the endangered fish stocks where they're not supposed to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We don't want another Carlos Rafael. And then the only other thing, China just had a big baller-ass military parade, which I'm sure Donald Trump has been watching. Like, see, that's what I wanted right there. Look at that. Look at how fucking good that parade looks. Yeah. Fucking sons of bitches. Because it was great, and it was like classic, like, the Soviets used to put spectacular military parades like this on, and it's all about visual spectacle and like showcasing, the choreographed sort of marching and all that stuff. It looks kick-ass, and everybody was in like dress uniform, and then Xi Jinping
the women's army, the women's army.
They
showed that was awesome. They had the DF-5 ICBM missiles that they disassembled and had all of the parts on like trucks next to each other and shit. Yeah.
And he's just cruising down the avenue in like a vintage car.
Yeah.
And periodically he just had this look on his face the whole time, this like totally chilled out, dissatisfied look, and he would just go, "Hello, comrades," and then they'd be like, "Hello, chairman." And you can see some of these dudes were like on the verge of tears. Like they had their most patriotic boys out front for sure.
It's like the big voters for Trump, dude.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, that like any backlash you hear from people that are like, "Oh my God, China, blah blah blah," it's like you're just jealous, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want parades like that in my country. It's a visual spectacle. It's great, but I think that shit sucks. I really do. But it's fun to watch, and like I don't want to live in a country that does that stuff. I really don't.
I'm cool.
I really don't. What'd you say?
I'm cool with it.
What, with like big displays of military might?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's weird. But I get why they were doing it.
Like a country like China, they're very like they're a non-belligerent country, but like I also think that like that's definitely like that can be like a big like the Soviet Union doing it. Like the Soviet Union, they were constantly like militarily aiding like smaller like socialist countries. So I think that you see something like that with like a smaller country that's trying to like have some like anti-colonial project that can like bolster them. That can like it's kind of like a show of force. It's not just for that country, but it's for your allies. And
that's true. And the way that we show our force is just by like doing shit.
Yeah. So like you see like the Soviet Union doing like a parade like that.
And
yeah. You see the Soviet Union doing a parade like that. I mean, that's going to help Cuba or something like that. You know what I mean? That like helps deter belligerents against your smaller allies that really like rely on you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. No, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I've just always, maybe I'm just indoctrinated, but I think us doing it here was stupid. I think that.
Well, that's because like the United States doesn't have the fucking like. I'm not saying that the United States military doesn't have the juice, but we are just not a people with the juice to do that.
Yeah,
like,
we don't have that kind of.
The only thing we hate more than every other country is every single other person in this country. So it's like there's no like unified project here other than like strip malls and family owned car dealership chains.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's it.
Yeah.
That's our only fucking project.
I will say though that the parade, ostensibly one of the main reasons they had it was the 80th anniversary commemoration of the Japanese surrender in World War II, and the commemoration of the horrific crimes that like fascist Japan committed in the invasion of China and the rest of Asia,
Korea,
Korea, the Philippines, all the Pacific Islands that they invaded, Indonesia. And so, just a good commemoration of that, and sort of like a, hey, like, fuck around, find out now, bitches.
Yeah.
And then also there was who was the guy? Do you know who I'm talking about? Who donated the photo album to the Chinese government? Let's see. This kid named Evan Kale, who is I don't know. He's sort of he's got like a career. He was like a former professor, or he studied Japanese studies. Okay. Some guy. He was working on some book or some documentary, and he came across a book of pretty damning photos of Japanese atrocities in China, and he made the decision to donate those to the Chinese government, which the Chinese government, I guess, has really appreciated and been like, hey, look, like,
I mean, Japan still denies all of
that's what I'm saying.
Happening.
It's like another blow against Japanese denialism, which is still the espoused public policy of the Japanese government, is to pretend like none of this ever happened. If you guys ever want to feel really bad, read The Rape of Nanking by, is it Iris Chang?
Yeah,
who tragically went insane after researching that book.
Well, she got MK Ultra by the Japanese intelligence after she wrote the book. Bad. Yeah, and then,
but that book will make you
death,
that book will make you squirm. Yeah. It's horrific.
Literally, still the worst things I've ever read in my life.
Yeah, did we both read that in college?
Yeah, different class. We didn't have the same
different class,
together,
but we read it. Anyhow, so he donated this, and he's become like a widely recognized celebrity in China. Like, people love him. And he was the only American who was invited to be in official attendance at this parade.
Dude, that would have been so cool to be there.
Yeah, I saw him responding to stuff on Instagram. He was like, "Yeah, I got to tell you, this shit was sick as fuck." I'm surprised. And I think he's like a pawnbroker in Minnesota now.
I'm surprised they didn't invite Speed. I show Speed. They love him in China.
They love him there, and he went and did his little press tour and had a great time. He did some. I don't really know.
Well, it didn't even start as a press tour. It just started him going there, and the Chinese government was just like, "This is good publicity."
Yeah,
yeah.
So he got invited to the Shaolin Temple.
Yeah, because he went there at first and was just like, "Dude, what the fuck? This place is amazing." And the CPC was just like, "Yes, would you like to know more?"
Any Westerner who's willing to say that shit. Will you say that again on camera?
Yep.
Yeah, dude, the propaganda machine is very strong over there, but they're doing a good job. I mean, there's tons of officially Instagram's not allowed, but there's tons of Chinese users kind of flooding Instagram, and basically just being like, "Yeah, it fucking rules over here."
Well, there's state sanctions ones too. Like, I follow some of them too.
Yeah,
what I mean, like, you can have your job being a Chinese person on Instagram for the West. Yeah.
Well, I think it's fair to assume that most people who are getting away with it for any extended period of time are probably affiliated with the state in some capacity. There
is widespread.
There's people
VPN
that are using
there.
Yeah, there's people that are using VPNs.
Like there, it's kind of just like, don't get caught. Like, don't make us do something about it. What I mean? Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, right now China this is the first time ever China has a higher public approval globally than the United States.
Yeah, no, people are, and so that was the other thing with this parade is, lots of foreign leaders were in attendance, especially those of countries that have had a recent history of military issues with the United States. So I mean, Kim Jong-un was there. He's a little toady, and he is essentially kept afloat by the Chinese government, so he's got to show up to these things on his armored train. It
was China that supported them during the special period is what it's called in Cuba, but after the fall of the Soviet Union, when suddenly these countries lost a trading partner in half the world. You know what I mean? China did help North Korea with that, but I mean,
that's what I'm saying. They keep that country afloat. It wouldn't exist without Chinese help.
Yeah,
and. But also, Vladimir Putin was there, and I forget the president of Iran's name, but he was there.
Khomeini? Well, not the president.
No, Khomeini is just the supreme leader.
Leader, yeah.
You say the Shah?
Yeah, I caught myself, but yes. The Shah is not. Yeah.
I caught you, too.
No.
No more fucking Shahs, dude.
He's
the supreme leader, dude.
That ended a while ago.
He's an Ayatollah.
Yeah. Ayatollah of rock and roll. Yeah, no, who is I don't know who the president is.
whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to our revitalized, reconstructed episode 165 of the Left Unread podcast.
Much better this time around, bud.
I would say so. we had a little more zhuzh, a little more juice. As always, we appreciate you guys listening. The main direct way that you can support us, if you are willing, able, and with extra, is to go to patreon.com/leftunread. We always post that link in our show descriptor. If you go to that link, there are multiple options where you're able to make a small monthly donation to help us continue to procure research products, to keep the show hosted, to basically just not have this cost us a huge amount of money to make. And, you know, as always, we've got projects in the works, and we're kind of trying to nail down dates to do some cool stuff coming up. And any little bit that you are able to support us helps. So for those of you who already do, thank you. For those of you who are considering, we appreciate it. We always like to amend that statement by saying that if you are using an Apple product, please do not use the Patreon app to sign up to support us. Apple adds a surcharge onto the top of that they collect just for the luxury of using Patreon on their device. That's the cheek
spreader tax, yep.
Yep, it is. And we had the option of either paying that ourselves, which would have not
basically made this a wash.
Yeah, or like unfortunately, like you paying it if you sign up through Apple. So just don't do that. Just go through your web browser. Use Chrome, use whatever, and sign up that way. If you are not able or willing to support us financially, we can be supported in many other ways. Word of mouth is the big one. We are still a very grassroots show. Tell your friends, tell your coworkers. You can tell the one American guy you know who was present at the Chinese military display of force.
Yeah.
That would be a great way to help us out. You can also rate or review us in your podcast app of choice, which helps boost us in the algorithm. Comment if you are using something like Spotify where you're able to. Anything like that just kind of draws attention to us, and we appreciate it very much. Did I miss anything?
No. Quick, since we were talking about China, do you think like Labubu is like a soft power thing?
It might be.
Also what's the play? Is it like one Labubu, many Labubu? One Labubu, many Labubus? Is it weird one? Is it like Labibi?
I think it's Labubus.
I think it's Labubu. I think it's many Labubu.
No, nobody says that. So I think if you decide to say that, that's fine.
No.
But that's also like being like, yeah, actually, I don't think it's green. I think it's grebe. Well, you can do that. Who's gonna stop you? You know.
Is it like a soft power thing? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Probably. Are they gonna activate them all through like some like evil like Ginny spirit, you know what I mean? That's just gonna rise up and take over, like rise up like the locusts from the locust horde from like Gears of War.
Maybe that didn't happen with Tamagotchis. You know, Japan didn't get us with those, so I don't know.
Well, they had an economic downturn around that time too, so maybe they had to scrap those plans.
That could be it.
The super generators.
Yeah.
Let's get it, my nigga. Let's come together, my
anyway,
baby.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well,
we'll catch you guys next time on another exciting edition.
I can put you with the slides or I can put you with the punch. Rolling on niggas, I just blew 20 in English. How you want it, my nigga? You want some money, I'll teach you, but keep it solid. These niggas out here ratting, boy, I promise I'ma keep running up these bands in my Balenciagas. I'm on tour with all wolves like it's Twilight, nigga. But not for music, I'm on tour to get the ice right, nigga. You want a feature, better hit me when the price right, nigga. Hit the road, take a risk, roll the dice, my nigga. How you think the name big, ain't? Cause bitch, we keep it on us. I done did so many scams, these bitches think the money phony. Cooking work up on the laptop, like I work for Sony. Boy, the feds don't even know you, you ain't got enough hunts. I got Giannis with me, cause we slam dunking all the ops hoes. Celebration every time we make it back with pop rolls. Block slow, hit the road fast, put your socks on. Every time we touch, we fucking win, cause it's all pros. Y'all slow, I'ma get this squalor till it's all gone. Call Rose, we up in here shopping till the mall closed. Made it through the winter, now we in here buying fall clothes. Niggas steady falling off the map, I'm standing tall though. Let's get it, my nigga, let's come together, my baby. Tap in with your baby, I got this shit going crazy. I can put you with the slides or I can put you with the punch. I can put you with the slides or I can put you with the punch. Let's get it, my nigga, let's come together, my baby. Tap in with your baby, I got this shit going crazy. I can put you with the slides or I can put you with the punch. I can put you with the slides or I can put you with the punch. Rip Dada, for my brother down, doing Prada, nigga, voila. You diss the gang, your brain to turn to Tada. I'm like, why not? Ain't giving on no passes, nigga, Chopper make the nigga crunk dance like he Lil John. My brother down, doing Prada, nigga, voila. This in your brain to turn to Tada, nigga, Ain't giving on no passes, nigga, Chopper make a nigga crunk dance like he Lil John. Like he Lil John, that chopper make a nigga crunk dance like he Lil John. Like he Lil John, that chopper make a nigga crunk dance like he Lil John.